Evance Odero is my name, and welcome. Today is very important to want to talk about our workplaces. Conflicts. Things are happening in the workplaces. We have conflicts between employees, colleagues, between an employer, and also employees. People can always be wrong. People can sometimes be wrong. People can be annoying sometimes. And you wonder, what kind of this person? What kind of a person is this? What's going on? And you are there, things are not working, conflicts everywhere. You realize this colleague will not relate well with this colleague. So and so cannot work with so and so. Things happen in a way that you don't understand. So that is something that need to be solved, in our workplaces to ensure that things go well. Because when we have these conflicts in the workplaces, when we have such kind of people in our workplaces, people always bring confusion. People bring a lot of problems, bully. There are those also colleagues and workmates who are bully. It brings a lot of problems at work. People feel out of place. So what usually happens? Sometimes you may think it's the people. You realize these people are not right. These people are not good. The reason for conflict is let's just do away with some of these people. So and sometimes there are underlying issues. There are underlying issues that may be the cause of this particular matter. So when you are there looking at how people, the conflict is affecting your business, our conflict is affecting service delivery with the people you are working with, you may forget the real root cause of such a conflict. And that's why today I want to talk about this today, so that you who is there as an employee, as an employer, as a leader, team leader, as a manager, when you realize that your team have got this kind of discord, instead of focusing on such people only, you need to realize what are the underlying issues that may be bringing such kind of discord in your colleagues. And this is important. Number one, sometimes conflict arises because of the structure of the organization. This is something that many people have overlooked, to think that such kind and a structure of an organization does not cause conflict. It does cause conflict. When your structure, the structure of your organization, it is not properly aligned to give people, to have demarcation of how things are supposed to be done, conflict arises. Okay? For example, if it is not clear what person A or person B is supposed to do, and person A does works or does activities that person B thinks he should have done, of course, this brings confusion, and with bring confusion, conflict arises. Okay, and these things you have seen them. You have seen them in your organization, where somebody, for example, let me just say, for example, if somebody is in charge of operation of the company, okay, and somebody, you also have a person who is in charge of, who's an HR. So you need to understand, where does an operation manager and the HR manager, where do they demarcate? Where is the line between the two? Okay, where does the operation manager comes in to deal with the employees, and where the HR comes in to deal with employees at the same time? Okay, so if there are no clear, guidelines on how these things are supposed to be done, then conflict arises. Okay, so realize there's conflict. People are not working together. People are jealous of one another, and there's like, what's wrong with these people? Okay, then you want to talk about other people now to see how you can solve these issues, but you are not solving the real issue. The real issue here is people do not know their ends. people do not know where they're supposed to move from and where they're supposed to come to an end. This is the problem. So if we solve this problem, then everything else comes into play. That's number one. That's one of them. Number two, we have people in the company. Sometimes you have people in the organization. You have people who are in the team. These people may be just people who are just born to be a bully. There's some people who are bullies. They're just a bully. Okay, so such kind of people can also bring confusion in the company. Incompetency sometimes happen, whereby some people may be corrected and think, oh, this person, because he is this way, then that's why now you think that I'm not done this thing right, and conflict arises. So in every organization, there's different things that happen. So you may think that people don't like each other, but what happens is the structure, okay? How things are done, all right? How people relate with each other. Education different, understanding differences, and all that. So before you look at this must be understood, okay? So people get annoying. People sometimes can get very much annoying and realize that you can't take it anymore. You're getting worn out. You come from work and you're very worn out because of the things you've gone through at work. All right, many things have happened to you. You don't understand what's going on. You are a leader also in that particular company, and the team is not working. Everybody has no morale to work. Okay, always conflicting. They cannot sit down and reason together to discuss important matters to ensure that service delivery is achieved. So these things need to be understood. When there's a conflict, you must have underlying matters. But before you know these things, there are things you need to do to ensure that you are doing the right thing. Number one, you must talk with the people. Don't go to the people who are conflicting. Do not talk to the leader. No. If you were invited, for example, companies may invite external persons to come and look into the organization problem. They have a conflict in the organization, and they may invite somebody from outside to come and look into the matter in the organization to understand why they are having such a conflict in the organization. So when you get there, what do you do, right? There are things you need to work on and realize and see now to do them right. Number one, I think you must identify wrong persons also. Identify wrong persons. Who are the people in the problem? All right. Then you categorize them. Okay. Then talk to the people. You need to talk with those people who are being led as a people. For example, if two people are contradicting, then you need to ask those people, and you're asking the right question at the right time. Okay, so that you don't solve the problem in a wrong way. So interpersonal skills, interpersonal knowledge, and are very important to ensure that things work well. So when you are there seated and wondering why are people having a problem, why are people fighting in my organization, why are people fighting in my watch, why are people in my team don't reason together, okay? Ask the people the problem where it is. So if you're in an organization, they know, look at your structure. Is your structure right? Why is this manager and this other manager, conflicting? Does it mean the roles are not well defined? Does it mean there's just some malice from one or both people? Does it mean that somebody just have some arrogance and do not love to work with other person, or just want to identify the person's name? And what can be happening? And talk to the people down there, the people that are working with. These people have got more reasons and will give you more light in solving that problem than the people who are really affected. Okay? So when two people are fighting in an organization and there's a lot of conflict, the right thing to do is talk to the people in the lead. First of all, yes, it is good to listen to them, but whatever they will tell you, they're going to tell you something that's going to benefit them. Each person is going to speak of himself or herself. But the people they lead will be able to explain to you what is really going on, what they have been observing, what has been happening. So you need to talk to the people they lead. So when you do that, you are able to understand the real problem. Therefore, after that, you go and sit down and strategize on the proper way to bring these people together and to make them understand what is right. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be watching this and you are in a deep crisis in your organization. You may be watching this and you see in your organization and you see how people are fighting. You see a lot of conflict. You see a lot of jealousy. You see a lot of backbiting in your company. And you're wondering what is going on. Right? And some of these things comes because of very small things. They're not usually big things, just small disagreement, small misunderstanding, and people don't talk to each other anymore. And you wonder, how are they going to work? Or someone will say, I can't work with this person. If this person cannot work with them, then don't come to that kind of shift. Or some things like that happen. And this thing happens every time and again. And people are and people feel so worn out when they come to work. Okay? So it is important for you to understand these kind of things, understand the people working, understand why this thing is happening, and slowly they give you a reason and come up with a proper way to solve conflict in that organization. I'm saying this not to also make you understand that conflicts are bad. There are good conflicts, There are good conflicts that makes people grow and make people also do things right. So when sometimes people have this kind of conflict, people tend to come out and agree on better things, because you can disagree on ideas, you can disagree on thinking, on how things are supposed to be done. But at the end of the day, you come out with a complete solution to how things are supposed to be done. So some conflicts are good, but only if there are conflicts which are mature and understood by the people involved. But if you have such kind of this immature relationship where people even fight, people even fail not to work with their colleagues, when they say colleagues, they give them some malicious look, something like that, then those are dangerous conflicts that need to be solved in good time, but cannot be solved superficially by just looking at the people, but looking at the underlying issues. Go and dig down and understand the underlying issues of how things are happening. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. As usual, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell so that you can get our new videos. I'm always giving you a very introductory message on these matters so that you just clearly can trigger your mind on things which are happening around you. You will have a solution. But if at all you are having such kind of issues within wherever you are in your organization and you think there's something happening, you can always talk to me so that we can help you out on how this thing can happen. So that you can solve issues and see what exactly is happening in the organization, what is happening in the community, something like that. So always remember that you can always call me, you can always comment down there so that I can be able to see on how to help you. Otherwise, may God bless you.